Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mythlok, the home of mythology, where the stories of gods, heroes, and legends come alive. This is your host, Nitin Nair, and today we're diving into the fascinating world of Sumerian mythology to uncover the secrets of a weapon so powerful it could change the tide of battles and seal the fates of gods. Sharur, the mighty weapon of Ninurta. Sharur is more than just a weapon. It's a symbol of divine power, strategy, and a bond between a god and his tool of justice. But how did this weapon come to be? What makes it so legendary? Buckle up, because today we are unraveling the incredible tale of Sharur. Let's begin with Sharur's physical traits. In Sumerian texts, Sharur isn't described as just any ordinary mace. It's a weapon imbued with divine craftsmanship. Imagine a mace crafted from celestial materials, its head glowing with the light of the gods, and its shaft inscribed with intricate carvings that detail its creation and powers. But Sharur isn't just about appearance, it's alive in its own way. Unlike mundane weapons, Sharur has intelligence. It can communicate, strategize, and deliver messages. This unique characteristic makes it more than a weapon. It's a companion to its wielder, a trusted guide in the chaos of battle. Now, where did Sharur come from? To understand its origins, we have to look at its master, Ninurta, the Sumerian god of war, agriculture, and healing. Sharur was believed to be forged by the gods themselves, possibly with Enki, the god of wisdom and creation, playing a role. Sharur wasn't just handed to Ninurta, it was destined for him. A weapon perfectly aligned with his role as a warrior and protector of order. Ninurta's battles against chaos and destruction often hinged on the power of Sharur, solidifying its place in Sumerian mythology. But what makes Sharur so extraordinary? Its powers, of course. Sharur isn't a weapon you can just swing around. It's a weapon with a will. First, Sharur is capable of flight. Yes, you heard that right. It can fly across vast distances, striking enemies with precision and returning to its master like a divine boomerang. This made it a fearsome tool in combat, allowing Ninurta to decimate foes from afar. Secondly, Sharur is a messenger. It can communicate directly with the gods, relaying messages and even advising Ninurta during battles. This aspect is particularly fascinating because it shows that Sharur wasn't just a weapon, it was a strategist, a trusted ally in the heat of conflict. Finally, Sharur is a weapon of destruction. It is said to have the power to obliterate cities, mountains, and even entire armies. Its immense destructive capacity symbolized its divine wrath and justice, ensuring that no force of chaos could withstand Ninurta's might. Sharur is most famously wielded by Ninurta, but its significance goes beyond him. In many ways, Sharur represents the relationship between gods and their tools in Sumerian mythology. Unlike other mythologies where weapons were often silent, Sharur's sentience adds an element of partnerships. Ninurta's victories against the Anzu bird, for instance, would have been impossible without Sharur. The weapon not only guided him, but also played a direct role in defeating the monstrous bird that stole the Tablet of Destinies, a relic of immense power. In this battle, Sharur wasn't just an instrument of war, it was key to restoring divine order. Speaking of the Anzu bird, the story is perhaps Sharur's most famous appearance. When the Anzu bird stole the Tablet of Destinies, chaos threatened the balance of the cosmos. Ninurta was tasked with retrieving it, and Sharur was instrumental in the mission. As the story goes, Sharur provided strategic advice to Ninurta, helping him outmaneuver the bird and regain the tablet. This tale not only highlights Sharur's power, but also its wisdom and ability to aid its master in ways beyond brute force. This wasn't the only time Sharur shone. In other stories, it is described as a tool of both destruction and renewal, symbolizing the duality of Ninurta's role as a god of war and healing. Whether leveling mountains or irrigating fields, Sharur was central to Ninurta's identity. Now let's take a moment to appreciate Sharur's place in Sumerian culture. Weapons like Sharur weren't just tools of war, they were embodiments of divine will. Sharur represented the idea that justice, wisdom, and strength must go hand in hand. For the Sumerians, Sharur was a reminder that even gods needed allies, and even the most powerful required strategy and wisdom to succeed. It became a symbol of balance, destruction tempered by wisdom, might guided by intelligence. Of course, no weapon is perfect. Let's look at the pros and cons of Sharur. On the plus side, Sharur's powers are unmatched. Its ability to fly, communicate, and destroy makes it an unparalleled weapon in mythology. Its intelligence sets it apart, making it more than just a blunt instrument of war. But here's the catch. Sharur's immense power came with responsibility. In the hands of someone less wise than Ninurta, it could wreak havoc, disrupting the delicate balance it was meant to protect. This duality reminds us that even the most powerful tools require careful stewardship. Hey there listeners, if you're enjoying this dive into Sumerian mythology and the story of Sharur, don't forget to like this episode, subscribe to Mythlook, and hit that notification button so you never miss an episode. Your support keeps these legendary tales alive, and we respond back to every comment that you put on the video. Now, back to the story. As we wrap up, let me leave you with some thoughts. Sharur is a testament to the Sumerian understanding of power and wisdom. It wasn't enough to have strength. One needed intelligence, strategy, and purpose. So here's my question to you. If you had a weapon like Sharur, something with immense power and wisdom, how would you use it? Would you wield it to create or destroy? To heal or to fight? Sharur's story reminds us that the greatest power lies not in the weapon itself, but in the hands and mind of its wielder. Thank you for joining me on this journey through myths and mysteries of Sharur. This is your host Nitin Nair, reminding you to stay curious and stay mythical. Until next time, take care.